Okay.
All right. How's it going, Caitlin?
Good, thank you.
Good. Great. We'll get started here with some questions. Please raise your hand in the participant window. We'll go with Steve.
Yeah, Caitlin, discuss the start that the team got off to today and just the fact that beyond that first quarter, things never really seemed to let down.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of just been a focus for us after the Michigan State loss, and a few games before that, we've kind of had slow starts. So we've been focusing on coming out every single game and just get at it right from the beginning. And I think we knocked down some big threes early, and our transition offense is kind of what led us out to that big lead. And we kept pushing, kind of let up there in the second quarter and didn't play our best quarter. But I think in the second half, we got a lot of people involved, which really helped stretch that lead out.
Darren Miller.
Yeah, Caitlin, not only did you get off to a fast start in the game, but you guys are 7-1 on the season. Is there anything that has maybe surprised you pleasantly about the quick start you're off to?
I would not say so. I mean, I see it every day in practice. I think we're all confident, and we've kind of had a chip on our shoulder this season, just wanting to prove people wrong. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but we have a lot of tough games ahead of us, especially this week with Minnesota at home, and then we're at Northwestern. So those will both be challenges, but we're looking forward to it and to keep proving to ourselves and to everybody how good we can be.
Next question for Caitlin. Yes, Steve.
How significant is the depth that we're seeing develop here over the last 2-3 games?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously in the Big Ten, it's going to have to be more than 2 people a night. You need 3, 4, 5 that are probably in double digits, if not contributing a good amount of points. And I think off the bench, we've had really great contributions. I think tonight especially, we were able to sub a little more and get some more people in, which was really good. And just along with COVID, you never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to be sidelined or whatever. So just stay prepared at all times and know that the people off the bench are ready to go and they know the plays. They can score. They can do it all as well. So.
Thanks.
Any more questions for Kate? All right, that looks to be it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Next player up is Mckenna Warnock, just momentarily. Hi, Mckenna, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. We'll start out with a question from Steve Batterson.
Yeah, Mckenna, what is fueling these quick starts that we've seen in the last couple of games?
It's been a real focus point for us, especially after the Michigan State loss we had earlier this year. So we're really trying to just get ourselves pumped up before the game, get mentally prepared. And we talk a lot about getting into our go zone before we even get on the floor. And so as a team, that's been a big focal point.
Darren?
Yeah, Mckenna, you were obviously played last year too. Can you talk a little bit about the chemistry that is developing quickly with this young group this season?
Yeah, it's really great to see. It's definitely hard to get that chemistry when a lot of us haven't played together since we are such a young team. But I think it's just come through practice and trusting each other. I think in practice we go super hard and that translates into games. And just trusting in each other, that's helped us a lot down the road.
Any other questions for Mckenna? All right, that'll be all.
Thank you.
Very much, Mckenna. Next up will be Coach, just momentarily.
Hello,
Good afternoon, Coach Bluder.
good afternoon.
Okay,
Yes, yeah, Jack, this is good.
perfect. Well, we'll open it up to a statement from you and then some questions right after.
Well, I just love the way that we came on the road and just took over in the first quarter. I mean, we just dominated that first quarter, 35-10, so did well on both sides of it, but shot the three ball exceptionally well, and you're shooting 7 for 12, 58% that first quarter from 3-point range. It really just took the momentum away from Illinois. And from there, we were able to substitute liberally today, which was really nice because we just have so many games in a row here without a significant time off. So I was glad to see that, out rebounded them by 17, 23 assists on 12 turnovers, shot the ball well from everywhere except for the free throw line. So very happy with our play today, and glad to see so many people shooting the ball well.
And our first question is from Darren Miller.
Yeah, Coach, after the first 8 games, 7 of them wins, what are you most impressed with this part of the season?
Just like I think I'm most happy with our balance, our ability to score. So many people with ability to score. We've done a much better job on the boards this year than we have in the past. So that's really good to see. I thought Kate Martin went to the offensive glass really, really well. Has a career high 7 rebounds, 5 offensive. Just more people get involved. Like Lauren Jensen has her career high of 7 points. Megan Meyer shoots the ball really well, has 10 points. Tommy came in and shot well. So it's nice we have so many offensive weapons.
Steve Batterson.
Does this team deserve to be ranked?
It's always just what we know that doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter, but it's always just kind of nice recognition for the players and for the university as well. We're so proud of our university. We want to represent it well. And, when you're ranked nationally, I think it does bode well for the university. So for those reasons, but I think we do. I think we've played well. I think we've played well against good people. So we'll see. All we can do is keep winning and hope that happens someday.
Chloe Peterson.
Yeah, you've mentioned throughout the season, like your first quarter start. So like how pivotal do you think it is to get off to a good start in the first quarter?
It just sets the tone, and we've done it the last 2 games. I mean, the Rutgers game and this game, we just had fabulous starts. And so, I just think it just sets the tone for everybody. And, sometimes you get off to a good start and then the other team gets a little momentum because they creep back in. And, that happened with Rutgers. And I'm really proud of the women's mental, efforts and staying focused through that. But today we just kept the hammer down, and that's nice to see as well.
Steve.
How significant is it to kind of develop that mindset of keeping the hammer down, as you put it?
I think it's really important. And, when you can go to the bench like we did today, it gives those guys, some opportunities. And I think also it gives your starters an opportunity we're going to play hard because, we don't have to pace ourselves. We're going to go as hard as we can. And that helps keep that hammer down too.
Darren.
Yeah, Coach, 7 more games in the month of January. I think I've got my math right there. I mean, what's the key keeping the hammer down going all through that rugged schedule?
Well, it's not focusing on 7. It's just focusing on 1 at a time. And now we have Minnesota at home, and we only have 2 days to prep for that game. So, and no days off. And so I've got to be really conscious of their legs, and just keeping their mental focus. I think they did a really good job of that the last couple of games and keep that happening. We're not in school right now, so they can really study film. They can really study their scouting reports. But I think it is not just looking at the big picture, but we got Minnesota up. What's up next?
Any other questions for Coach?